Geminian energy, welcome to Intuition Loading. I'm Kiara T. Hawkins. I'm here for energy, which can be on people, places, circumstances, situations. Get your natal chart out. Look for Mercury. Look for Gemini. Check your third house, and let's see how this energy is playing out. At the end of all this, make sure that you check out Sagittarius. It's your opposite, but because it's also co-ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, I would also check out Pisces. Thus will lead you to Virgo, which again is also ruled by Mercury. Back to you, Gemini. Okay. I haven't done any readings because the rise and fall of stars, the playlist, Saturn's playbook. Check that playlist out, and then also look at Aquarius. My readings are from oldest to newest because the energy is usually in arrears. So if you go down, you'll see a thumbnail that says the fall of social media. So everything you've needed has been here. As above, so below for Geminian energy. First card out is the Tower in reverse here. So you've already been through something. I feel like there's a piece here. I'm also feeling like you watched a tower happen. Maybe it was external. It's more so what I'm picking up here. This happened. You observed it. I'm hearing you were the person holding the phone, recording the fight. What's crossing this for Geminian energy, please? As above, so below. Death card out here. So one way or another, this is Scorpionic energy, okay? The opposite of Scorpio is Leo energy, so you might want to check out Leo. Well, it's Taurus energy, but I'm hearing Leo on this card. This fire is as above here. The opposite is Taurus, but check out Leo. Today I am doing Gemini and Taurus. That's crazy because yesterday I did Sagittarius and Virgo instead of Sagittarius and Gemini. So y'all might want to go check out Leo. The opposite is Taurus, but that's getting done today anyway. Leo's already out. So right now you could have witnessed an ending here. I'm also seeing this sun come up in the background here. So this is the rise and fall of star, rising stars. Something that's out here that could be some type of communication about someone's place being taken is something else that I'm looking at. Someone has been overthrown. And I feel like you're getting the news here. I'm also hearing that play Hamilton. It's ringing a bell right now. What's coming up next, Spirit? Woo-wee. It's unique to this particular deck. And it talks about surrendering and just letting things happen how they need to happen. Gemini, you could, wherever you have this in your chart, you're not putting your hands on something. You're kind of just letting things play out, seeing what happens, seeing who do what. You're not picking a side here. In Saturn's playbook, that was the energy of Scorpio, which you have two Scorpionic cards out here. Matter of fact, I want to say with the Saturn's playbook, the big Scorpionic energy from last year rolling into this year, which is a year of the number 8 Leo energy, but 8 also represents Saturn. So lessons around exposure, learning through being exposed. I feel like y'all might want to check that reading out in Saturn's playbook. Scorpios was sending this one out. And that's what I'm picking up here with this Leo energy kind of playing into this Saturnian energy just collectively. But right here in Gemini, where we're talking about the third house, communication, newspapers, social media, your short-term errands, your short trips, you know, from your house to your friend's house to the grocery store. It looks like you just watching some stuff happen wherever you have this in your chart here, and you're not getting in it. My name is Bennett, and I'm definitely not in it, okay? Externally, how does this look? 7 of Wands in reverse. You're not picking a side. You're not picking a fight. Again, check out Saturn's playbook. Go to the Scorpio reading that says sitting this one out. Like legitimately here. You're not fighting for something. Upright. This talks about being at a slight elevation of status. It is a win-lose dichotomy here. There's some level of needing to represent yourself, some level of standard that's at play. But in reverse here, it's the 6 of Wands. This is like a group activity. It talks about winning a battle. Both of these cards, which are both very action-oriented, are in reverse here. So wherever you have Gemini in your chart, you're just letting things go. And on the outside looking in, people are looking at you like, you're not going to do nothing? Gemini like, nah, this ain't my fight. Right now, this is not my fight, you know. I'm thinking about wrestling right here where, you know, whoever wins, you know what I mean? Past position, please, for this Geminian energy. For Geminian energy. You have the Six of Discs here. So there was some form of reciprocation here, some form of give and take here that was taking place here. There was some form of harmony. Also, even though this is the Six of Pentacles, it's giving a Three of Pentacles type energy. You got three hands and you got these pentacles going around here. So this is building with a team. This is, I'm hearing proportions, delegation. This is also like everybody taking a cut here. You stayed out of this. This is giving me the energy of, you know how you see certain people together and it's just like, how they friends, or how did that come about, or oh, that ain't gonna work, because you already know how the people are and you know that they're not really able to work together. You know that they're gonna end up falling out or not getting along. That's what I'm seeing here, which is why you did not engage. Capricorn had a reading called Do Not Engage Yet. That's what I'm seeing here. This is like letting them figure it out on their own. You don't have an opinion on this. Say this is two people who dislike each other. All of a sudden, they want to be the best of friends. You like, wonder how long that's going to last. But they'll figure it out. If people had an idea at work that they wanted to do with the project, this Gemini energy was just like, I'm not in it. I don't think that's going to work. But I'm outvoted. I'm going to let y'all do that. I'm not going to partake. If there's a group of gossiping going on or plotting, this Gemini energy was like, nah, I'm not going to get involved in that. I'm going to just wait till everything's over. This is like waiting for everything. This is also prospering, benefiting off of chaos. I'm going to wait till they kill each other, and then I'm going to come in and take the loot. You know what I mean? Work smarter, not harder. Very much Gemini energy. As above, please. You got the Five of Wands in reverse. Spirit is telling you not to battle, not to fight. This is the Four of Wands energy, so just sit on it. Just wait a second. There's some type of milestone. This is not your milestone. This is not your battle. This is not your test. You know this. And again, Scorpio had a reading card, sitting this one out in the Saturn's playbook. So below, what does this look like so below? The Hierophant here, Taurus energy. Now, earlier, interestingly enough, with the Four Discs here, holding back and letting people learn their lesson here. You could be the judge of something here. You could, again, you could be a coach. You could be a referee. You could be upper management. And you kind of understand that boys will be boys. And, you know how girls are with their gossiping, the catty energy. You're not participating in it. This is a higher elevation of thinking and status. Maybe you can't get involved. Maybe this is where your kids are bickering. If you're some type of teacher or educator, maybe it's your students, maybe your employees are not getting along, and you just like, look, I know y'all dislike each other, but we better get them numbers in. Like, it's giving that type of energy here where you're just, look, nothing's perfect. It's gonna be like that sometime, but we just gonna see what happens, okay? So if y'all want to be with that rah-rah and somebody ends up getting fired or let go, that's on y'all. I'm not taking up for nobody. I'm not choosing no side. Y'all need to work it out. That's exactly what I'm looking at here. And then you got Taurus getting done today. So Gemini and Taurus are getting done today. Now, previously with this new set of energies that I'm coming out with, this new forecast of energies, I've done each energy that was together. So I did Pisces and Virgo. I did Leo and Aquarius. And then all of a sudden yesterday, I did Virgo. I did Pisces and Sagittarius. Then I was like, what do those two got to do with each other? They're both ruled by Neptune. So now you got Gemini and Taurus coming out here. Well, that's Venus and Mercury here. So if I go around about the world, there's some relation. Because again, Sagittarius and Pisces share Neptune. The opposite of Sagittarius is Gemini. There you go. The opposite of Pisces is Virgo. Well, Virgo and Gemini both are children of Mercury. So it kind of all wrap in. But then we got Taurus coming in. So I'm very interested to see where this Taurus energy, which is Venus here, which has been catching hell with Uranus, is going to come into play. So very, very interesting. It's like being, again, it's like an external energy in a roundabout way. You're a part of something. Like, you know all the players and you know how they know each other, whatever. But because of that, you didn't touch something. Internal energy for Gemini energy, wherever you have this in your chart. They actually gave me 3. And I can't make it up. How you feel about it is, this is a messy friend group. Definitely check Leo energy. I know I said it up here. Nothing is by mistake, because I was definitely Taurus, the opposite of Scorpio, is Taurus. But I said Leo. Leo's reading is called, I'm not sure who to blame. Like, I'm not sure who did what to who with this Leo energy. I'm not sure which side to pick with the Leo energy. It's like everybody was wrong, you know? And that's what this is. 3 of Cups with the 5 of Swords. This is a messy friend group. And then you got the Fool here. You feel like you're leaving this messy Fool group. I mean, this messy friend group. The Fool is Aries. It can also be Aquarius, which is the opposite of Leo. But it's a Martian energy. It's like taking action. It's a cardinal energy, getting this journey started here because they messy. And you're not finna involve yourself in this group. Remember, upside down, this is the 6 of Wands. This is a clique. So you just letting them learn their own lesson here, and you going on your journey. You may have learned your lesson through observations of something, knowing how something, you know what happens when something takes place because you just watched something destructive that led to an ending here. I'm hearing those who fight fire with fire end up with ashes. And then I can't remember in whose reading it was with the 3 lefts. I'll have to see which one it was and try to tag it. Because I was like, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 lefts do. So I couldn't figure out who was doing what. I want to say it was Leo's reading. Where I think it was Leo's. Because I was like, they did this, and then you did this. But then, now they're doing this. So, hey, it was either Leo or Aries. It was a fire sign. So this Gemini energy, wherever you have this in the chart, it's just like, let them have it. Let them feel how they're going to feel, do what they want to do here, because I watched it all go down. I'm not in favor of none of this type of energy. They can just have it. So Gemini energy, you got Justice. And I wanted it to come out upright so bad, but it came out in reverse. When it comes to this reciprocation, this sharing, this group of like passing something around here, there's some karma here. This is bad karma. This is a bad decision here. This is lack of favor, and that's why you're not battling it. This is why Spirit is telling you to sit out of this one. You get involved in this one. All of the cards that talk about getting involved, taking some type of action is in reverse. No. You are an external energy wherever you have this in your chart. If you're at work, you're seeing what happens when everybody got together and was like, let's drink on the job. You were the one that was like, nah, I'm going to go pass out notices, or I'm going to go on break right now. So you wasn't there. You knew about it, not knew about it. And when it popped off and everybody got fired, you just was like, nah, don't call me. Don't look at me. Don't say Gemini name. If this is a relationship, this is like literally, if this was a relationship, this would look like, say someone has a child with someone and you're like the third person. So you got a child's mother, a child's father, and then you're the new person in the situation. This is like watching their interaction, watching their dynamic, and deciding that you just don't want nothing to do with it because it's too messy. Now he talking about he want his family, or she's saying he said, and then he's saying he didn't say that, but she want him. And this energy in Gemini, wherever you have this, if this is around your relationships, this is like, nah, this is just too much for me. It's too tumultuous out here. And you already know what happens. It's dead. You're not finna get involved with all of that. What's the next energy? I don't do outcomes because there's always a next. Nothing stops, including even after death, nothing stops. The 2 of Cups here. So you're just going to let things happen how they happen, and who ends up being left when it ends up being left, who ends up being cool, who ends up still being straight, ends up being straight. Whoever wants to continue to rock with you will rock with you, but you're not getting involved in this. 10 of Swords here on the bottom of the deck. You're not finna betray yourself. So after all this get done, if, this is also like if this was set it off, you the friend that knew they was about to rob the bank and didn't go. And then when they all went to jail and got shot and all of that, the ones who was still like, look, we completely respect your decision. We understand why you decided not to go. You like, okay, cool. And if you can, that's great. But then there's some that's like, oh, you left us out there. We needed you. Oh, well, I wasn't doing it. I wasn't going. Let's clarify for this Gemini energy. Very cut, dry, straight to the point. Remember, if you are a Sagittarius, you can find advice, direction, instruction in the opposite, which would be Gemini. And the Fool is out here right next to the Fool. You're not going to learn this lesson. Look at that Ace of Swords, air power. You already know this lesson, okay? You could have got some type of intuitive download, just an instinct, an inkling to say, nah, don't fool with them, don't go with them. So if you're a Sagittarius, you can get your advice and instruction from Gemini's reading. And if you're a Gemini, then you may want to look at Sagittarius for your advice, instruction, background, you know, why it's all unfolding. It's usually you look across the chart for direction. Cannot make it up. So the Five of Wands up here is being clarified in reverse, which is the Four of Wands. Some milestone that you're not, you on another level because of the Strength card here. This is Leo coming out here. You're stronger than that, bigger than that. You have more discipline. That's what this is. You have already been through something similar. You already have discipline. You know how this goes, so you're not partaking. Very clean, clear, straight to the point energy. The imagery is just rolling like a film through my mind of all the different scenarios of which this can take place in different houses. Sagittarius reading, I remember saying over and over again, I know that's y'all opposite, and if you're a Sagittarius here for advice, you know, look, if you looking at your chart and you need some help, I get it. But it was crazy because I was like, I'm just doing the pre-shuffle and it just feels like a goofy, silly energy wherever this is in your chart. And now I'm looking across the chart at Gemini and it's like, yeah, it is. Don't participate. This would be the advice for Sagittarius. Don't participate. And for Gemini, if you want to know why you getting this inkling and download not to participate, because if you look over Sagittarius, it's something goofy. The Seven of Wands in reverse is being clarified by the Seven of Wands upright with the Two of Wands. So this says move away from, make plans away from, don't entertain whatever this battle is going on. This is the Nine of Wands. That's an energy of like Sagittarius energy. First of all, Nine of Wands is a Sagittarius energy and it talks about boundaries. This is not your fight. They messy, they been messy. There is no right or wrong. With this Leo energy, this is why you don't need to get involved. Because if you look at Leo's reading, I don't know who wrong. It looked like everyone played their part and dealt their hand and chose their cards, which is why Spirit is saying, let them folks be. What's woo-wee, Spirit? What needs to just play out and happen? Came out in reverse. The World. This is bad karma. That's why Spirit's saying, let them do what they gonna do whenever it comes to this partnership, relationship, friend group, whatever this is. Let it play out how it's gonna play out because they got bad karma together. This is like, again, if they all messy, then how's one going to call the other messy? Y'all both messy. That's why we're here. If this is a messy group, a messy plot line, it's like knowing better and constantly going forward. Gemini energy, this is giving me the energy of like noticing, witnessing, or hearing about something. And it's like, well, just don't go over there. And they like, I know, but I'm still going. So then later on, when something pops off, it's just like, oh, okay, and I'm not in this. I don't want to speak my opinion on that. What's the Tower in reverse with the Death card? Please clarify for Geminian energy. Page of Swords. You just watching. I said that at the beginning. It looks like you're external. You're witnessing some type of tumultuation, some type of fight, battle, ending, transformation between a group here being broken down because it was always a bad foundation in the first place here, and you just watching. And look at the face here, like just don't come over here with that. You could have gave your advice or spoke on this and it wasn't well received. This is almost like somebody venting to you about something ignorant and you try to bring some type of like practicality to the situation. This is when your friend just wants you to listen. 1919 was just on the clock. You could be friends with a Leo, or you definitely want to check out. You have Leo in your chart, or this situation that you are observing or external to is in that Leo energy. the whole situation, the job, the friend group, the team, the relationship. Like this could be like your best friend and her boyfriend or girlfriend. This could be like your coworker and a situation at home. This could be like your neighbor. Like this is something that you're just watching, but this is when your friend just needs you to listen. And they saying some real crazy dumb shit, but if you say anything, they're gonna think, oh, they're gonna turn on you because they are choosing to participate in something crazy and wild. They know it's crazy and wild. They don't care right now. That's not what we talking about. That's not what I'm on right now. Like, I'm reckless. This reminds me of, I had a Leo friend, cannot make it up, who told me, you know, let me be dumb. And I was like, what? Now, later on, when her and the dude broke up, she was like, girl, next time I tell you let me be dumb, slap me. And I'm like, nah, if you tell me to let you be dumb, I'm going to let you be dumb. You're a grown adult. But she said that out her mouth. And that's why 5 of Wands here. When it was time for that situation to happen, I had discipline because I had already went through that milestone. Like, well, you know what happened when you try to tell people about their relationships or they friend group or their family. Stay out of that. What's the 6 of disc in the past here? Because this is where this bad karma. You got bad karma out here twice. The world is unfinished business, and justice card is karma. Ain't nobody moving into the next cycle till y'all learn this lesson here. 6 of disc with the 9 of cups. This is a greedy energy here. What happened to 1, 2, 3? That's enough for me. That's what I just heard here with justice here in reverse here. That's why there's bad karma. Maybe there was an arrangement that was made. Like, okay, you can stay with me, but you only got to pay this much. Or, okay, we're going to all do this to get this money back, and then we're going to split it. Somebody didn't do right, but everybody knew that somebody wasn't going to do right. And I just heard intuitively that somebody who didn't do right was the Taurus. I ain't got to their stuff yet, but I'm coming. Because justice in reverse points to Aries energy. That's Martian energy, but also if it's not the Libra, then it's Taurus. And you got the Queen of Swords here with justice upright. Somebody used somebody's identity, used somebody's information, somebody lied on somebody, somebody forged somebody's signature out here out of greed. That's not what we arranged. So it's like the check came in and they never told nobody that the check came in. They just started spending it. But why'd you do it with them? You already know that they're untrustworthy, unreliable, inconsistent. It's like doing business with scammers and knowing you're doing business with scammers and then getting mad when you get scammed. This Gemini energy is just looking like, that's on you. Because why you do business with scammers? That's on you. But instead of you saying anything, you just moving forward and watching because you already have probably had this run-in with this person already. You could already told them this ain't right. This is greedy. They fake. They a gold digger or something along this nature. Don't do it. They got cameras. I could go on and on. This is so clear. It's ridiculous here. Clarify the Fool with the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. I'm just clarifying for y'all to give y'all something to watch, to be honest, because this is that. Ace of Wands here. Aries energy with the Fool. Okay, so you finally got the inkling. You finally got the epiphany to go forward. The motive, the motivation to move forward. Aries energy on the bottom of the deck. So, 2 of Swords out here. Libra energy. I'm getting here that this situation, the energy of this whole situation that you're observing is going to be able to be labeled with Leo energy. Where everybody kind of did something to get something, to do something. So then, hey, I'm not in it. But if you look at Aries and Libra, Aries reading was, will you stand on business? And Libra energy was, you know, you got to phase out of this group to phase into a new group. Collaboration is necessary. Which is why you need to stand on business. You can't have your old friends running your new friends off. And you see how your your old friends get down. What's the final clarification out here for the 2 of Cups, which is next? The 5 of Swords. Man, look. These people out here, like, That's why there's unfinished business and you just letting things be how they gonna be because they're going to end up going at each other's neck inevitably. You already know this. You already know it's not fair. It's not right. It doesn't make sense. So why be here? You already see that down here. You already have the 5 of Swords out here with the 3 of Cups. This friend group is ganging up on somebody, and then they gonna turn on each other. This is some miserable energy that's just going around attacking. And it don't make sense. It's goofy. It's crazy. Y'all might want to check out that Sagittarius reading. Again, that's your opposite. And if you're looking for the seed of that energy in Sagittarius, look at Pisces. Neptune is Neptuning right now, okay? Why? I have no idea. Look up the astrology. I don't do personals, but if you find someone to do you a personal, just mention to them to check where Neptune is. How is Neptune affecting your peer group, friend group? How is Neptune affecting your 11th house, 7th house is something great to get a reading on in this type of energy, okay? Let me give y'all some advice and let me get over to Taurus energy, and we're going to let this ride out. The only one left to do is Scorpio. Scorpio is the last energy, and that was what was at the center of your spread. Okay, so Scorpio will probably be out tomorrow night. To be honest, just a temperature check. Remember, I'm just chasing energy. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, so I'm just trying to see where it's moving around to. It never stays still. Change is inevitable. Change is constant. What's the advice for Gemini energy? Whatever they have this in their chart. 9 of Pentacles, stay solo. 8 of the 2 that flipped over is the 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Get your stuff and go. You did your work here. You knew doing that group thing was a bad idea. Look at this. Look at this. You already knew. You got the Ace of Cups in reverse here. A lot of times for me, with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it talks about pouring into yourself. It talks about being stingy with your love here. Alien superstar. Whip. You got the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Hierophant out here. This is having boundaries against some type of energy that is just this, and it's the Hierophant energy out here. You already know how this person is. You already seen this type of energy. You already know this archetype, and you don't have time for it. You're not fooling with people that act like this. This is somebody to get mad and go on a tangent here. 9 plus the wand in her hand, that's the 10 of Wands here. That's burdensome. It's overwhelming. It's embarrassing. So you just already know about this person. You could have been on the end of this before, which you had that out here already with the Hierophant, which is why you were moving away from this energy. You already know how this person get down. And if my enemy's friend is my enemy, I said that somewhere. If this person wronged you, then you don't know why your people even finna still engage or try it. And then they gonna get betrayed and they gonna be one to go to war. But you like, nah, that's on you. I already told you how they get down. I already told you what they do. So you're choosing to be stingy with your love, your communication here, your forgiveness, your apologies here, because this is reckless energy to you. And if they gonna run in on this rah-rah hot stuff, then look, death is dead for you. That's what was crossing you. You're just over the situation. You're not going to even be here to watch the tower fall. Like, nah, I'm going to avoid all of this by just getting the hell out the way. This is what I have for you. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Kara T. Hawkins. Yes, you'll see mostly real estate and business. But more than anything, it's the DMs for us where we can chat and talk. I love you. And until we meet again, keep growing.